Hi, I'm Carl. It was about 6 years ago I realised there wasn't something quite right. Things started to go a little bit awry. I started to think, why am I confused? Why do I feel these feelings? Why does my stomach feel in knots constantly? You know, when you're a kid your parents call it butterflies, but this was a bit more serious than butterflies. I'd become hyperactive to some extent. I'd do things that you wouldn't normally do. I think I could win battles with one-ton cars, etc. These days were good. They felt good to me. There was no problem as far as I was concerned. It's when the other side hit. It's when the depression came, the deep, deep lows, the feeling alone, the feeling lonely. Even though I've got a loving family, it was them that really hit home. It was then that I needed somewhere to turn. Days that I never wish to return to. After years of dealing with statutory services and not really getting the help that I needed, desperation took hold. I was in such a dark place. My mother suggested to me, try somebody other than the doctors. So I just googled it and found it there, Scarborough, Whitby, Rydale Mind. I picked up the phone, gave them a ring, took a lot of courage, especially with the place I was in. But basically spoke to some really nice people. They told me about the drop-in, which, yeah, we went down there, me and my wife. We got there, we noticed there was people going in and out. Got a little bit scared, didn't even dare walk in. Walked in, just popped our head round the corner, and then like magic Mark appeared. He says, we can see that you can't go into there where them other people are, you just aren't comfortable. So he took us into a little side room, spoke to us for a few minutes, seemed like a really nice bloke. And basically told us that, that life can get better, life's for living. And from there, he made an appointment for us, where we went to the health centre and sat down, had a talk with him and another colleague. They found out about me, rather than them telling me what I needed to do, which is what had happened before. They found out about me and found out what could help me individually. They looked at me as a person, and they found out that I'd just finished doing financial qualifications, for example, that I'd got a good education and things. They realised with me that one of my biggest problems was that I needed to get back into real society. So from there, basically, I ended up volunteering for Mind. You asked me if Mind helped? Well, flipping heck, yes, it helped alright. If you could have seen me 6 years ago, I certainly wouldn't have been sat in here where there's people. I certainly wouldn't have left my house. It helped me gain confidence, helped me gain employment again. But not just me, it helped everybody around me. It stopped my wife having to just sit at home waiting for the inevitable with me, from being a constant carer. She managed to get back into employment. It helped my kids. My kids, rather than sitting around worrying about mummy and daddy, were able to enjoy days out again. We're all able to enjoy just life in general. Going for walks, not being scared of people, not being scared of crowds, not being scared to even leave the house. All that disappeared. It helped a lot of people around me who cared about me, rather than them sitting at home worrying whether I was going to do anything silly. They could now realise, yeah, he's back where he should be. He's on his road to recovery. He's managing this problem, and that's where I wanted to be.